Lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is Airfix Model World issue 162. It's going to have a article on the new Airfix B24 Liberator, but let's get cracking, shall we? So we have what looks to be an amazing ape diorama here. Obviously AH-64, Apache, and some other bits and pieces. Ukrainian leopard. So Airfix 148 scale Bristol Bulldog, Mark II. What are they? Can't see any price details for this. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so Airfix at $28.99. And the Shannon class lifeboat, which is something I want. So I will try and grab one of these. Hopefully I can put in a pre-order. I don't know if it's gone live yet, actually. But hopefully I can grab one of these. It's going to be 20 quid, which isn't bad. And obviously a portion of that will go towards the RNLI. Beginner's Dogfight Duo, so a P51D Mustang and a Messerschmitt BF109F. Looks like they're separate kits, so but each kit is priced at $11.99. There'll also be a combo set available for $19.99. ICM's Diorama Ready CH54. So that's the what's basically known as the Sky Crane. This beastie here. So that looks pretty cool. We've got Starling's Super Sloop. This looks like it's a... Is this going to be 3D printed? No, there's a superbly cast one-piece full hull featuring deck planking and locating pins and 11 times 3D printed plinths, 2 photo HPE brass frets, turned brass masts and a pack of Ushi van der Rosten thread for rigging. So HMS Deptford Grimsby class sloop. Leopard 2 A7V from Tamiya. That's 60 quid. Tamiya's new 135 Leopard 2A7V will retail for £60, £59.99. Oh, hello. So we got some really nice minis here. Inspiration can come in many forms with books, films, blah, blah, blah. This, I think these might just be readers' models. There's a nice 135 scale ferret scout car there. Obviously the Austin K2YKT ambulance. Nice winter diorama here for a German SDKFZ 251 half track. Native American Warrior 135 scale AH-64. So that's going to be a really nice kit in that scale. It's by Tacom. You can get it from backman.co.uk, but it's £99.99. Nice details. Avionics bay open, so that's nice. Engine cowlings down, again nice touch. The engine looks nicely detailed out of the box. A bonus item in this initial release, the rotor fold gear, was the final sub-assembly. If used and is represented by The 32 parts from the runner are, and a dedicated PE brass fret. Note many small parts. Many parts are small, fragile, and require careful placement. Armory's debut. Nice scrapyard diorama. I like that. Oh, and a Ferret Mark II with an engine bay. Oh, Fenland and Spalding's Dale Sharman finished this kit form services 1/24 scale Daimler Ferret as a United Nations deployed vehicle, depicting it with open engine panels, plus driver and turret hatches to reveal a busy interior. Basic build, bring the thunder. Editor-at-large Chris Clifford says Special Hobby's new tool, Republic F84, is a joy to complete. So this is 1/72 scale, Special Hobby, F84F Thunderstreak US Swept Wing Thunder for €21.20 at specialhobby.eu. So, I do like the retro polished airframes of that kind of post-war era that a lot of aircraft had, you know, especially the Sabres, and things like the MiG-15 I believe was another one which was just a polished airframe. Some of the de Havilland Vampires kept their polished airframes, and they were really nice. I kind of like that. So here we go. Yeah, so nice detail in the cockpit is impressive with fine moulded features on the side consoles and instrument panel. A decal is provided for the latter too, so that's nice. There's more than enough room above the nose wheel bay for the necessary 1 gram of nose weight to counter tail sitting. Here, ballast in the form of Angler's split shot weights were secured with cyanose acrylite, which is super glue for those that don't know. So yeah, pretty cool. It's nice looking. I like the colour scheme on it, the red and yellow and blue. Oh, so this is a very interesting canopy lift. There's it kind of lifts up. You know, a lot of canopies either slide back or lift to the side. But this one's got a little lift arm here, which seems to lift. That opens up and causes the canopy to kind of do that. So that's interesting. I've not seen that before. Tiger Trainer. Richard Spreckley builds ICM's 132 de Havilland Tiger Moth 2-seat trainer with the aid of aftermarket extras. So this is an advanced build. So it's a DH-82A Tiger Moth British training aircraft from ICM, 132 scale. It's £35.80 from hanance.co.uk. Edward's photo etch extras can appear overwhelming at first, especially once the wing inspection ports have been added, but the extra refinement afforded by the plane and pre-painted components elevates the kit considerably. I've kind of got a love-hate relationship with biplanes. I attempted to buy planes when I was younger and just exclusively doing scale models rather than wargaming. So I tried the Airfix Hawker Fury, made a complete hash of that, and then I bought a Fairy Swordfish and tried that and made a complete hash of that. maybe it's time to revisit it now that I'm using different glues and I've gained more skill. Maybe if I can find a fairy swordfish, the Airfix, sorry, the Matchbox fairy swordfish again, I might try that. I'm sure it was a Matchbox fairy swordfish. Wow, that's really cool. Like Perspex adjustable jig for holding the aircraft. That's I need one of those. Replica, representation or art. So this is the so is this a copy of the Ferguson tractor? Who knows? As models go, David Glenn's astonishing 1/5 scale Spitfire Mark 1 and P-51D are achievements almost without peer. It's tempting to call them replicas, but are they? It's really a matter of scale and fidelity. Battle of Dunkirk diorama, so that's interesting. French troops. Guerrilla Tactics. Okay, Dave Oliver creates a fantasy diorama from a diverse set of 3D printed figures. This has Kong vibes all over it, but then there's lots of different scaled apes here. The Stone God, the Dragon Trapper's Lodge, is 160mm, $21. I'm assuming it's an STL file, because you download it from myminifactory.com. Base building. I mean, it's impressive. I think even on its own, this fella would be impressive. Yeah, here we go. There's lots of different miniatures used here. Varied poses. Advantages of 3D printing is the sheer number of available figures and design variations. I have just bought a 3D printer, had it about a month now. Figure build. Cool. Right, here we go. Fighting Fort. The consolidated B24 Liberator was one of the classic aircraft of World War II. Malcolm V. Lowe relates the history and combat career of the B24H version of this famous four-engined heavy bomber. Now I remember building the Privateer, which was the Matchbox one. An assembly ship here. So again, assembly ships is something I'd really love to do. If I can find a nice colour scheme for an assembly ship, I'd like maybe a crack at just modelling one of those, because I think it'd be a nice variation. What have we got here? Trifold, quadfold, no. That is Model World Live, new show. When was that? That was in April. I'm getting late with these magazines. I've still got a load of Wargames Illustrated I need to sort through. And then we have an exclusive build, 172 scale, Bomber Stream from Airfix thunders on as Steve Budd dives on. It's a brand new Ford built B24H Liberator. So this is £46.99 from airfix.com. I do like them. And again, super detailing on these newer kits. The awkwardness that a lot of the older kits used to have. You know, you might have a platform where you put some seats on, but the detail was very limited in the interior. And just looking at the type of detail that's going into these modern kits here, it's just phenomenal. And it's well worth it. I love these modern kits now. I think they are so much better. And the wings as well, using spars, whereas before we'd have a tab that you'd have to like put into the body of the aircraft, and if you didn't set it right, you know, on something to support it as the glue dried, you wouldn't get the right angle on the wings. But yeah, it's a marvellous kit. I'm liking that. Leopard versus Bear. Gary Radford tackles a topical subject in the shape of Ryefield Models 135 scale Leopard 2A6 combined with mini art figures in a limited edition package. So it's Ryefield Models Leopard 2A6 main battle tank limited edition 135 scale, £51.95 from tigerhobbies.co.uk. As a tank, I've never looked into the Leopard much. I do kind of like the triangular wedge-shaped turret though. So a nice little build. Brazilian Battler. Gary Tobias discovers that despite the odd curveball, Dora Wing's recent 148 scale P47B offers a pleasing build experience. So, Republic P47B Thunderbolt, Dora Wings, 148 scale, €38 from albionhobbies.com. These look like early war US markings. Or even pre-war. Somebody let me know. Are they kind of giving me that vibe? In fact, are they US markings? It says Brazilian Battler, so Brazil, I presume. Here we go. Dora kit offers 3 United States of American Air Force schemes plus a Brazilian machine, which is what these stars are. Okay, so first mixed instruction group, Brazil, October 1944. And here we are onto the books. So, Lost American Projects, a spacecraft modeller's guide. Flying Colours of Richard J. Caruana Bookazine Collection 2. Okay, many modelers can't help but be inspired by Richard's illustrations. If you enjoyed the first volume, you'll be pleased to know that Bookazine Collection 2 is now available, offering just an eclectic mix of artwork. So that's I mean, that'd be nice as a gift, just like colour plates. M60 tank, British aircraft specifications, 1950 to 1976, and then Dogfight 3 BF109D/E Blitzkrieg. We then have Spotlight on Supermarine Spitfire Mark 9 Volume 1, RAF Fighters 1950 to 60 UK based units Part 2. Specifications, okay. And Panzer Tracts number 10-1 SF Artillery, PZ SFL 4B to Hummel Vespi. Then we are into kits. So aircraft kits to begin with. Sikorsky CH-54A with M121 bomb. ICM 135 scale. Has £159.80. Wow. P47D 30RE Thunderbolt Mini Art. 148 scale, £44.99. XFY1 Pogo. Mr. Craft, scale 1/72 scale, it's £12.99. P400 Air Cobra. Armour Hobby 172 scale, €26.50. Bristol F2B Fighter. Edward 148 scale, £13.80. And Zlin Z142 Export. So it looks like a trainer. 172 scale, €10.70. We then have a Mistel 1 ICM 148 scale, £59.80. Aero AE 145 special markings. That's, wow, that's something else. Scale 172 scale by Kozo Zavodi Prostayovs. I do apologise if I have murdered that. €15.10. And Hurricane Mark 3B 148 scale. 148 scale. It's €45 from Armour Hobby. Into our armour now. So we have a Panzer II Alps B German light tank with fuel trailer. IBG models 135 scale, €42. T3485, 1945. Mini Art 135 scale, $74.99. Leopard 2 A6 tank Ukraine. Tamiya 135 scale, £44.99. Tiger 1 early production. Border model 135 scale, £59.95. Bio Backtungs Panzerwagen 251/18 Alfs A. ICM 135 scale, £43.80. And then we have a Yad Panzer Hetzer Dragon 135 scale, £50, £59.99. Figures, RAF pilots in tropical uniform 148 scale, £11.20. Looks like a pilot A6M0 plus model 132 scales, €18.03. Calvados Sellers Mini Art 135 scale, £15.50. Israeli Air Force, I'm assuming, IAF Mirage 3 pilot and female ground crew. 172 scale, €9. Flag Officer of the Persian Heavy Infantry. Master Box 132 scale, £10.50. And then we have Survivor SSR models 135 scale, £17.99. £17.99. And a couple of boat kits. All these two are 1/350th scale. This is 1/700. So HMS Amethyst Black Swan class frigate, $87.80. Modified Black Swan class sloop, HMS Amethyst 1949. And that's the 1/700 scale. That's this one. £38. And then HMS HMS 4th Batch 2 River class, 1/350 scale, £93.95. And some space and other stuff. Here we go. We got a Moonraker shuttle, 144 scale, €39.99 from Revel. We also have in 144 scale at €129.99. A 25th anniversary International Space Station ISS. Wow. We then also have Dragon Ball Z Piccolo. There's no scale listed, and that's £32. Aftermarket decals, AMX Ghibli collection, 172 scale, 1950. Ferrets in Cyprus, Part 1, Mark 1 and Mark 2 scout cars. Star decals, 135 scale, $9. And General Motors FM2 Wildcat Mark 6, 148 scale, $14.95. And then we're into some aftermarket parts here. Let's have a look. So we've got some wooden crates by Mini Art, 135 scale. Polston 20mm gun, 2-in-1 with option field notification, 135 scale. US 150 gallon Douglas fuel tank in 148 scale. Anson Mark 1 radiators, 148 scale, Edward. Or for Edward. Equipment for Canadian MG carrier, machine gun carrier that will be. Plus model, 135 scale. Curtis SC Seahawk folded wings, black cat models, 1 350th, €9.13. Bactrian Camel, 148 scale, €24.90. And then we're into our final few pages of advertising and then our show guide, which I will not do because I'm late getting this out and that's all past. Right, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye bye.